She was the first woman elected mayor of Newton, and now, after an eventful first term, Mayor Ruthanne Fuller is aiming for two. Elected in 2017 in a close race, Fuller looks back on her first 4 years as a time of challenges and accomplishments.
We, as an administration, have helped our restaurants and businesses and nonprofits and our residents, from our very youngest to our oldest, get through this difficult period. And in addition to that, separate from the pandemic, I feel so good about the important work we've done with our schools, full-day kindergarten, with permanently preserving Webster Woods, which happens to be right behind me, to being a leader in climate change actions, to helping people even deal with traffic congestion, starting up and getting going with NUMO, citing our new senior center, NewCal. So we're doing good work and much more ahead.
Fuller's first foray into Newton politics started in 2010, where she was elected the Ward 7 alderman at large. In this position, she focused on the need of affordable housing, infrastructure, and education. She would often write about these issues on her blog, discussing the damage of water pipes in 2011 or the future of education in 2013. As mayor, she is still thinking about these issues and wants to keep pushing forward. In terms of infrastructure, Mayor Fuller is particularly proud of the NewCal project, which would re-innovate the senior center into a new community building. She also hopes that it will be a great opportunity for climate-neutral infrastructure.
Everybody's on board, and the good news is here in Newton, everybody does understand the climate change crisis that is upon us. And as technologies change, as building efforts change, we can do both. We can build right and build for the future.
2020 has been a challenging year for Mayor Fuller, with the COVID-19 pandemic bringing economic growth and life to a halt. The mayor has made supporting local businesses and restaurants a primary goal to offset the strain of the pandemic.
This week, we announced Newton Hires. We are linking our small businesses who are desperate to find employees with the underemployed and the unemployed, with a great partnership with Mass Hire and the Newton Needham Chamber.
There is also the worry of the Delta variant of coronavirus, which has spurred leaders to call for vaccine mandates for those in local government and those in the private sector to require employees to get vaccinated in order to return to work. Fuller has not called for a vaccine mandate, but is working on getting the word out to encourage residents to take the shot.
Everybody in Newton should know is what I will continue to do as we make these important health decisions is to lead with both my head and my heart and look to the medical experts and the science for the decisions we make. For example, just this week, we made strong recommendations to everyone that they get vaccinated, that they stay home if not feeling well. If they're not feeling well, get a test, and to start wearing your mask when you are indoors in public places. That's what we need to do right now. We'll continue to make the decisions based on the science.
But economics and healthcare are not the only issues Fuller is facing. Last month, 2 incidents that were targeted towards Asian Americans in Newton, a break-in at a house and vandalism of the Poor art in Newton Center, detail a rise in hate crimes in the city. Fuller said that the break-in looked like a hate crime. When asked about her quote and what the response should be, Fuller is calling for a community effort with public safety to call out and prevent these attacks.
One of the things I've learned as mayor is to be very precise with my language. There's a very specific definition of a hate incident and a hate crime. That will be determined by law enforcement and the district attorney. For me as mayor, though, what I can say is what I feel. And what I'm feeling here in Newton is that there are hateful actions, hateful words.
Mayor Fuller has also been advocating for more community building in the city, as seen in her recent appearance at a Juneteenth event, a reading of What to the Slave is the 4th of July, and an upcoming event to celebrate Indigenous peoples of Newton. She has also called for a renewed effort in helping local media in Newton, saying that she will do whatever she can to help journalism thrive.
An active press here that covers Newton in depth is essential to democracy. We need our local newspapers to thrive, and as many places that have serious reporters getting out the news as possible. And I'll do everything as mayor to support those activities.
Adam Bass, Newton News, Newton Center.